Several people in Gabon have come forward saying they were victims of Patrick Assoumou Eyi. The well-known football coach is accused of raping and exploiting boys. A complaint over the allegations of sexual abuse has been registered with FIFA. Here's Gabon's sports minister reacting earlier.
J'ai demandé à ma collègue de la justice.
I have asked my colleague in charge of justice to extend the investigation to all national sports federations, because from now on, it is a question of eradicating from the national sports environment potential sexual predators who would sully in the dark and with total impunity the values of sports, such as respect, physical integrity, ethics, etc.
L'éthique, etc.
And Britain's Guardian newspaper first broke this story, and for more, we can speak to one of the journalists behind the report, Ed Ahrens. Hello, and thank you for speaking to France 24. You wrote this piece along with Roman Molina. These are explosive allegations, obviously. At what point and how did you learn to know to take these accusers seriously?
Hi, thanks for having me on. I've been working with Roman for about 18 months now, and we have done previously stories about Haiti, about the president of the Football Federation there who was banned for life by FIFA for sexually abusing players. And we've been working on various different investigations since then together, and this one came to my attention maybe about a couple of months ago. But I know that Roman has been working on it for a lot longer than that. You know, he's mentioned it to me before, but we didn't get into any more detail until a couple of months ago. And obviously, it's been quite a reaction to it in the sort of 48 hours now since the story was published.
Yeah, one of the biggest explosive allegations really is that Gabon's Football Federation, there was a former official that tried to sound the alarm. Now, it denies that. Is there a feeling amongst some that maybe Eyi was being shielded?
Yes, very much so. Yeah, I think that's the impression that we've got from a lot of the victims and some witnesses as well, who have said that this has been going on for quite a long time, and that they tried to raise the alarm, as you say, a few times, I think, and nothing was done about it. Now it's good to see that the government are taking this seriously, and that Eyi has been suspended now provisionally pending an investigation. But we're going to have to see what happens with that, whether it actually is worth anything or not, because I know that there's plenty more victims that have come forward since the story was published.
And you've spoken to these victims. Now, in the report, it says that they did not contact the police because they didn't have confidence in the justice system. Are they telling you what they would like to see done?
Well, I think not especially. I think it's just I think it's obvious what they'd like to see done probably is that they'd like to see somebody like this never working in football again and brought to justice, really. But no, it's more, I think, from their point of view, there's quite a lot of shame involved in this as well. You have to understand, I think, that a lot of these players have been quite reluctant to speak about this. But, seeing other people doing it helps them perhaps come forward, because it's quite, it's something, especially given their ages as well, that they're embarrassed about. And victims often have a lot of shame about these things, which is, another byproduct, a terrible byproduct of some of this abuse.
And has Eyi responded to these allegations at all? You mentioned he's been suspended earlier, but has he spoken at all since then?
Yeah, I believe that he has in the last overnight. He has just sort of denying the allegations, and there was a series of we tried to get comment from him, both myself and Roman, and we were both blocked immediately, But since then, he did have some sort of cryptic messages as well that were, we kind of knew were alluding to the investigation, because way before the article was published, I think our questions were certainly we suspect were leaked to the local press anyway, because there was reference to it by, as we said in the article, by somebody who's employed by Fegafoot. So. That they haven't, although they have acted well now to suspend him, I think, there's question marks about the way that they've acted, and especially the way that they responded to our initial inquiries.
Indeed. All right. I'm sorry we've run out of time, but thank you very much for speaking to us. Ed Aarons from the Guardian newspaper.